Nutrients for the Matrixx and Rhodes show. Oh, it looks like Crosby, Stills, and Nash failed to stick the landing here. A few months ago, these three, along with Neil Young, got enraged about Joe Rogan. Of course, Joe Rogan came out last year and pissed off all the wokes on Twitter, all the celebrities, over his alternative methods he chose to treat his bout of the Wuhan virus. And because of that, there was massive fallout. I mean, there were calls. The woke mob on Twitter wanted Joe Rogan canceled, deleted from really the face of the planet, but Spotify most notably. And Spotify came out and said, nah, we're not doing that. We're going to go ahead and back Joe Rogan. Why? Because Joe Rogan makes them a hell of a lot more money than a bunch of washed up ass musicians. Well, they said, we're done. We're gone. Not coming back. If you're going to keep Joe Rogan on here, by God, we're out. Except when we're not. They're back. They're back. They're sauntering their old senior citizen asses back onto Spotify. Why? Because they actually get money from their music being on Spotify. It's funny how that works. How money makes them swallow their morality very quickly. Cancel culture fell. Crosby, Stills, and Nash returns to Spotify after protesting Joe Rogan's dangerous podcast. Okay. By the way, Joe Rogan's basically reached by more people than any other entity on the planet. Just thought I'd throw that out there. More than all the news networks combined. After pulling their music from Spotify in protest over Joe Rogan, the folk rock group Crosby, Stills, and Nash has returned to the streaming service a mere 5 months later, with Rogan's massively popular podcast still growing. It should be noted, Joe Rogan said when that controversy was going on, he acquired 2 million new subscribers basically overnight. Man, it's funny how cancel culture a lot of times actually backlashes on people. Crazy. Crosby, Stills, and Nash music returned to Spotify on Saturday, with the group donating proceeds to COVID-19 charities. For at least a month, according to a report from Billboard, the group denounced Rogan's podcast in February at the height of the media-induced morale panic over Rogan and certain guest comments about the Wuhan virus. Rocker Neil Young led the exodus from Spotify, followed by a handful of other musicians, including Joni Mitchell, in what was an attempt to pressure Spotify executives into deplatforming Rogan. It didn't work. One reason it didn't work is Rumble offered him $100 million to come over there. So he already had backup plans. I mean, before cancellation had even, the stale stench of cancellation had even wore off on the Twitter mob. Quote, "We support Neil, and we agree with him that there is a dangerous disinformation being aired on Spotify's Joe Rogan podcast," Crosby, Stills, and Nash said in a joint statement posted on their official Twitter account. While we always alternate points of view, knowingly spreading disinformation during this global pandemic has deadly consequences. My God, they were losing their minds this year? This year over the Wuhan virus. Okay. They said, until real action is taken to show that a concern for humanity must be balanced with commerce, we don't want our music or the music we made together to be on the same platform. The campaign failed to dislodge Rogan from Spotify, though the company's CEO Daniel Ek pledged $100 million to diverse the efforts after old clips of Rogan using the N-word conveniently resurfaced around the same time. Yeah, it was part of a hit job. Rogan's past uses of the N-word were without context and not derogatory. Yeah. And what it was, and we covered this over on Black and White Network, they put out like this greatest hits compilation of Rogan using the N-word, and it was during he was telling different stories that involved the use of the word, etc., etc. Of course, that was all edited together conveniently and then released on Twitter, and everybody lost their minds. All of a sudden, Joe Rogan was a full-blown racist. The only problem for that is many black individuals came out in support of Joe Rogan and said, no, sorry, Joe Rogan is not racist, including the current UFC champion over there. Israel Adesanya came out and slammed everybody for insinuating that Joe Rogan was a racist. So that didn't work. And like I said, the cancellation attempt on Joe Rogan also didn't work. Number one, Crosby, Stills, Nash are back on the platform. So much for that hollow threat, as if anybody was missing them. Exactly. And, of course, Joe Rogan never went anywhere. Not only that, but what really upset the wokes, too, on top of it, was a nice thick layer of his Spotify deal was actually $200 million and not $100 million. Oh, they got mad about that. Oh, my God. It's actually twice what we thought it was. Yeah, he does a 5-day-week podcast, 11 million listeners a day. Actually, I think it's more like 13 now a day, 5 days a week. And he's got the reach on YouTube and everywhere else. I mean, Joe Rogan literally has the largest overall reach of anybody out there that's got a platform, basically. Amazing. He can carry a lot of weight and influence a lot of people with that platform he's got. So, and that's what freaked him out. Oh my God, the Wuhan. Yikes. Tell me what you think, Matrixx and Rhodes Show fans. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now.